And the third and final reason why your prayers are not getting answered is that you do not perceive when you have received an answer to your prayer. Like you just don't see it. And you don't see it because you already had a fixed idea in your mind around how it's going to be answered. And the how is not our business. That is God's business. That is Source's business. This is the universe's business. What we have to decide on is the what. We take those inspired steps towards that what, but the how unfolds in God's way. And so that can be by you meeting certain people or being in certain places that expose you to the path towards your answer. It can come in various ways, right? And so for a prayer to be answered is that you actually have to perceive when it is being answered. And this reminds me of this story of this person that got stranded on an island. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard it, right? Because I've heard it quite a couple of times. And as I said, because I work in leadership and finance, so it's one of the examples that get used, when we are teaching or coaching, whatever the case may be. But it's about this person that has been lost on an island, and this person keeps praying to be saved and rescued from this island. And firstly, there's a boat that comes around, and the person refuses to get on the boat and said, "No, I've prayed for me to be rescued from this island. I'm still waiting for God to answer me." Then an aeroplane comes by. "Hey, let's go." "No, I've prayed and I'm waiting for God to answer my prayer." And yes, they go through, a series of these types of scenarios. And I can't quite remember, what those scenarios were, but that's basically the gist of the story. And so this person then starves on the island and dies. And when they get to the pearly gates and they get to converse with God, and they ask, "Okay, but God, I prayed for you to come and rescue me, and you didn't come." And then God answers and says, "No, but I sent a boat to you. I sent an aeroplane. I sent this and this and this." And I'm saying this because this is a story that illustrates that for your prayers to be answered, you also need to perceive when they have been answered, when somebody has been sent to answer your prayer, when something has happened that is in the unfolding of the answering of your prayer, but you're not necessarily always clear. Because even in life, sometimes when we have this saying that some blessings can come in the disguise of a misfortune, and sometimes your answered prayer is within misfortune, adversity, or something that is unfavorable that has happened. But because you don't perceive it, because you have already set your eyes on how it should unfold, you cannot actually see what's in front of you. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I did a talk around festive season overspending, to which many of you responded, and some having said, "Oh no, it's already too late. I've overspent." And what I said is I will come out then with a financial recovery plan so that I can help you, set you on course to recover quicker. And so I did a post to that effect yesterday, to say that, okay, tomorrow on the 5th, on Monday, I will drop my information regarding that, so that we can set you up for success in 2026, so that you don't have to start on the back foot. And what I noticed is that Um, the viewership was lower than my previous posts. The likes were fewer, which is a confirmation to me as a coach as well, having seen that, to say, you know what, a lot of us as people, we are looking to move from one state to the other, from one situation to another situation, but we are unwilling to recognize when somebody has been sent, somebody like me, right? Because I do believe that I have been sent to help you out of this situation. But when that person comes, you do not perceive them, number one, whether you, maybe it's because you don't like them or you don't rate them or whatever, and understand that God is not going to send the people that you like always. And that's why I say perception of an answered prayer is very important, because it very rarely comes in the packaging and the wrapping that you expect. Very often it's people that you even don't like that are the ones that propel you towards your success. Okay, that's why we are also instructed to love our enemies, because it's not our friends nor our families that propel us towards our success, but most of the time it's the people that are our enemies. Why? Because those are the people that make us face ourselves and stretch us beyond our limits and boundaries. Okay, so you must love your enemies, because actually those are the people that are the fuel to your success. Okay, but that's besides the point. What I'm saying is that you will ask for help, you will want an answered prayer, but when the prayer comes to you, you do not respond. Number one, you don't believe it. Number two, you don't take the action steps to say, hey, I have actually asked you to follow the channel that I've put in the bio. If you are the person that wants to recover financially from overspending and also get some key principles around how you can set yourself up for financial freedom in the future, I want you to join and follow that WhatsApp channel so that I can drop that information to you from tomorrow. Okay. Number three, as I said, you don't perceive it, right? I'm here, you don't even see me. And so to wrap this up is that too many of us want to stay in victimhood, even though we know what we want. Why? Because it is easier to just keep praying and praying and saying, oh my God, I'm living in an unanswered prayer, when your answer has been provided, but you refuse to take the steps to make sure that it happens, right? So, in closing, I'm speaking to those of you who you've overspent over the festive season. You also know that you want to get control over your finances now. You are sick and tired of being stressed. You are sick and tired of living the broke life. You are sick and tired of living from paycheck to paycheck every month. And you want to get into a place where you have your finances under control and that you are able to live with a mentality of plenty, really, and having that control over the finances. I want you to follow that channel that I have in my bio so that I can help you recover from the overspending over the festive and quickly, right? Because this is not something that needs to take the whole year. Like, you can literally do it within the first 3 months of the year. If you are that person who is committed, if you are that person that knows what you want, right? But if you are that person that you want to remain a victim, you want to stay in your poverty mindset, it suits you. You want to be the perpetual complainer. You are not interested in financial freedom, to be quite honest. You want to, stay in that brokenness. Then do not follow. Don't even listen to me, because I want to be able to work with people who want to experience prosperity and wealth and financial freedom and living prosperously in their lives. So, yeah, those are my 3 reasons why your prayers do not get answered.